Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Today, I want to talk about whether or not I believe there is a classified cutscene boss fight Easter egg quest. I'm gonna say it. I don't think there is. Honestly, it's been almost a month. It's been like 3 weeks and nobody's found anything, not even a first step, not even a clue at anything. There are weird leads and stuff, but just watching the subreddit the past couple weeks, getting more and more and increasingly ridiculousness in terms of, oh, I think I found an Easter egg step. I thought the levers a couple weeks ago making the noise in the power room was really cool, and I thought that could be something. But recently, today, I saw somebody like throw a wraith fire down and say that one of the blue flames or something was the first step. It's just, we're driving ourselves crazy. So I think at this point in time, 3 weeks later, I don't think there's any more. I don't think we have certainly done everything we can. We've certainly held X on everything, used every piece of equipment, used every alternate ammo type on everything. Surely we have by now. Don't get it twisted. I want there to be a classified cutscene. I want to see Ultimus be in a cutscene. That would be so freaking fantastic. And just how epic they could play this out, especially with the end of Blood of the Dead, could be amazing. However, I just don't think I think we would have found something by now. We certainly would have found something by now. When 9 and Voyage and Blood were being found out, I was like, this is great. Now Classified is going to be found out, and after so many streams, so much time, there's just nothing. Now, this leads me to the argument that a lot of people have for maintaining their hope. First of all, that whole main quest not completed on the map progression or that map selection screen. Now, that is a very good point. However, if there's no main map quest, then of course it's not gonna be counted as completed. And the free Winter's Howl is just kind of a free Winter's Howl, and that's kind of a fun side thing. So I can understand why they copy-pasted the main quest thing for all of their different maps. Maybe we'll get a classified main Easter egg later, but I don't know, I can see why this one doesn't have a main quest. Which leads me to the clip everyone points to and says, no, Treyarch Jason Blundell said it himself, the classified ending cutscene will set up the Aether storyline. That is not at all what Jason Blundell said. Here is exactly what he said.
For Classified was to explain the 5. That's one of the things it does, and it explains other parts of the story, but it's an essential part to allow us where are we going from here.
Right. All right.
That's a deliberate.
There you go, chat.
But it does. But it basically sets up something where the future of the Ether story. So that's why Classified is very important, not only for the people who've been following us for 10 years, but if you have a passion, you're interested in the Ether story and where it's going to go, Classified is an essential component to understand that.
If you paid attention, you would have noticed that he doesn't say anything about an Easter egg or an ending cutscene. All he says is stuff about the Classified map itself. Classified explains 5. Classified sets up the entirety of the Aether storyline from here on out. And if you ask me, that's exactly what Classified does, because within Classified, we figure out what happens to Ultimus post-Moon. This is groundbreaking. This is huge. When people first learned about this in the first couple days of launch, this was insane. Go watch Rad Austin's first playthrough. He was freaking himself out with how much story stuff was in here. This explains so many things about Nuketown zombies, about Broken Arrow, about the Ultimus crew, and one of the biggest questions that the entire zombies community had back in Black Ops 2 moving into Black Ops 3 is what happened to our Ultimus characters after Moon. Richtofen swapped bodies with Samantha, so now Samantha's in Richtofen's body and our Ultimus crew is on Moon. Did they just die there, or could they teleport back to Earth? What did they do after that? Well, apparently we have figured it out. What happened was they teleported back to Groom Lake. Now what's interesting is that Dr. Monty actually took the soul of Samantha from Richtofen's body. So Richtofen's body was essentially brain dead. He was alive, but he was brain dead when he teleported back to Groom Lake. They had Takeo, they had Nikolai, they had Dempsey, and people recognized Dempsey and Richtofen because that's major characters in this storyline. So they took him in as test subjects. That is important. They took him in as test subjects. There's an Easter egg that you can use to hear Dempsey, Ultimus Dempsey, post-moon, talk about his thoughts about post-moon. You can hear the 115 delusions in his head. You can hear what he thought, what he thinks about what he has done. This is huge. And what's even more spectacular is when you take this Ultimus Richtofen's body and you tell us that undead Richtofen, who was punished by Maxis by his soul being put within a zombie, he teleports into this dimension, this specific time and space right here, and he revives himself. So now we have Ultimus Richtofen, post-moon, who's gone through the Maxis side of the Easter egg in transit, die, rise, and buried, and he is within his own body once more, with Ultimus being the test subject. Primus will fail, Ultimus will prevail. Tell me that is not setting up the Aether storyline. That is epic. You can't, because this is epic, because this is really, really cool. There's so many additional stuff that explains stuff. We have blueprints of Ted, of a new MPD that America was testing on. There's so many different little things. Writings on the wall saying Teddy lies, Teddy dies, Ultimus will prevail. There's one about Argotha burning, and don't let them get your soul because that's how they listen to you. And what did we do throughout Black Ops 3? We gave Dr. Monty our souls. This is all pointing towards the end game. This map has the biggest storyline stuff that we've seen so far in Black Ops 4 for the Aether story. That's a bold statement, but I think Blood of the Dead was amazing. I think it was one of the best ending cutscenes ever. But in terms of lore and speculation, Classified is where it's at. With or without an end cutscene, this is one of the best maps for story and lore that we've ever had. I would be over the moon if there was an ending cutscene. I would be so happy if from our Blood of the Dead storyline, our Primus characters come in and we're like, hey Ultimus, you need to come with us. We need to awaken the test subjects. Oh look, you're the test subjects. Or we need to go find Victus. Or oh, you're going to help us fight up against Dr. Monty. But I just don't see it happening. I would be really happy if it did, and I think it's possible. I think it's possible, but the likeliness for me is really low because, like I said, we would have found something already, and everything that Treyarch and Jason Blundell has said kind of points to the fact that the lore and the story and the punch cards in Classified is supposed to be the groundbreaking stuff that they're talking about. Also, they changed one of the Dark Ops calling cards to finish the first 3 main Easter eggs to finishing all 3 main Easter eggs. That's a little thing that I want to throw in there too, but you know. What do you guys think about this? Do you think there's a Classified Easter egg? And don't get this whole rant wrong. I want there to be a Classified Easter egg. I want there to be an end cutscene with Primus and all this sort of fun stuff because I think that'd be epic. But I don't want people to undermine the stuff that we've already found. All the epic things that are already set up that we already know. Classified is an amazing map and I'm already happy with it. So tell me your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you made it this far into the video. And until the next absolutely beautiful Zombies morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.